What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, the Bitcoin price is starting to push back towards the upside. However, do not be a fool, do not fall for this basic trap. In today's video, I want to show you exactly where the Bitcoin price is going, because right now we are pushing back up to this upwards trending previous level of support, now turned into resistance up here at approximately $78,000. However, we need to zoom out and take a look at what is happening, because in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly my thesis right here, how we are going down to this target right here. It's a very, very similar pattern we've had all the previous cycle and going into this cycle as well. It's super similar. So I want to talk about that in today's video. I want to talk about the new Fed chairman and how this could trigger up to a 50% dump in the Bitcoin price, and many more different things in today's video. As always, sit back, relax, and get ready for the video. All right, guys, welcome back to another video, and thank you for joining me once again. I truly do appreciate you taking your time to watch my videos. If you've got a spare 2 seconds in your day, drop a like down below on today's video. That will be amazing. And if you've got another 2 seconds spare, maybe 3 at a push, drop a comment down below saying whatever you want, and it will enter you to that giveaway every single Monday. As you know, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy called Jack in his room making videos about crypto. If you're from the UK, USA, or UAE, please do not watch or engage with my content. Let's talk about Bitcoin, because we can see right here, guys, on the 4-hourly chart, if you were a bull, which I am, but if you were a short-term bull, it's starting to look a little bit interesting, because we can see here on the 4-hourly, it looks pretty good. If we go to the hourly as well, it looks pretty interesting. On the surface, it looks interesting. However, let's dive a little bit deeper. However, when we pull up these indicators right here, super complex, I know, the MACD and the RSI, we start to see a little bit of a different picture. First of all, on the hourly chart, it actually looks like there could be a little bit more room towards the upside. We can see right here, the histogram is still in fact bullish, and we still are ticking towards the upside. The RSI looks like it could go another maybe 20 points higher potentially. However, when you start to zoom out, the picture gets a lot more clearer. We can go right here to the 4-hourly chart right there. We can see again, the RSI is pretty low, and it looks like it will set a new lower high as we did previously. We can see right here, we are setting lower highs. So I would expect maybe a push up to around 57, 58 maximum for the RSI right there. However, when we then go to the daily chart, and ignore this, I'll show you in a second what that's about. When we go to the daily chart, it looks like we are starting to top out just a little bit. Again, we can see right here, descending level right there. Also the MACD, the histogram, we're on the second red flip right there. So the histogram is looking just a little bit bearish right there. And we can see right here, we are having a cross. It could go back and cross bullish again. It's not impossible for the MACD to do that, but we are in fact having a bearish cross right there on this time frame. So that does in fact show you that although on the hourly chart, we do have a good signs, honestly, the price is pushing up. I really do think we will be rejected from around this area right here at about 70, let's say $77,500. Worst case up here at about $78,000. I do think we will be rejected. I'm still in my trade for all of you guys asking, and yes, my snorkel is back on. I am underwater once again. I probably got another few hours or weeks with this snorkel maximum. I don't know how long you can breathe underwater with a snorkel for, but I don't think it's weeks in real life. Probably an hour and you'll get bored and come to the surface. So that could well happen in this trade. No, I'm only joking, but I really think that this trade will do well. Literally just yesterday, I was around $4,000 in profit. So the Bitcoin price is swinging up and down like absolute crazy. I'm persevering. I'm staying in this trade. I'm sticking to my thesis. And again, like I did right here, I entered the trade back here. I bought the top right here with more margin right there. And again, it's around a 360,000 US dollar trade. And I think it will play out good. When I am taking a look at these other charts right here on the 4-hourly, on the weekly time frame, we can start to see exactly why I think that will happen. We can see exactly right here. I really think we are in a similar situation to last cycle. We can see the top right here, or the first top right here at about 65,000. We can see we dumped down here all the way to 30,000. Another high, a double top right here at 69,000. We then dumped right there to 47, and further down here to around 30, and further down here to 15. If we take a look, these tops are looking pretty similar, in my opinion, guys. And again, I want to just copy this and move this over here to the current area. I really think they are similar. We have one top right there. We have one top right there. We have another top right there, another top right there. Again, we have the dump here, the dump here. We have the retest, or to get the bulls back in the market, thinking everything is good again right here. And again, most people fall for it. And again, we have another leg towards the downside, another leg towards the downside, before finally finding the bottom right here, usually in Q4 of that year. So that would be around October, November, December of this year, 2026, I think the bottom will be. And it will put us exactly here around, probably around October, November, in my opinion, right here at about $48,000. When you pair this chart up right here with the moving averages right here, we've got the 200, the 250, the 300, the 350, exactly like we did right here on the bottom, exactly like we came down from this level, down to the bottom, down to these moving averages. I think this is a very, very compelling argument that we are going to continue lower. Let me know down below in the comments. I really, really appreciate all the comments and the likes. If you've got a spare 4 seconds, 2 for a like, 2 for a comment, maybe 1 if you're fast. I don't know how fast you're typing, but let me know down below in the comments, because I really think it's a compelling argument. Of course, I'm not sitting here and saying that I'm right or it will happen. I'm just saying that this is what I think could potentially happen, and it looks the more likely situation in this scenario. So I'm betting on this. I am in this trade right here because I think this will be happening. And if you also wanted to go ahead and make a trade, link down below, there is Ubit. I'm trading pretty much exclusively almost on Ubit now. It's a really good exchange. I like how it works, good liquidity, and they actually have a free $100 bonus, or they've got up to $50,000 bonus if you are money bags. However, for most people, they do have a free $100 future bonus as well. All you have to do is deposit $100, wait a day, and you will get $100, and you can meet these trade requirements here as well if you wanted to get further bonuses as well. So the link is down below, guys. If you were interested, you simply scroll down on today's video, click this link right here for Ubit, get yourself an account and start trading. Maybe now is not the best entry point. Of course, do your own research. However, I think with this chart right here, it's very compelling for me that we are going lower. And when we take a look at something like this, it's even more compelling in my opinion. So this has been going around a lot on X over the last few days. New Fed chair equals market dump. History suggests the market doesn't like these transitions with different Fed chairs. So we can see right here, back in 2014 right there, we've got Janet, which became the Fed chair, and we saw an 83% dump with Bitcoin. Again, Jerome Powell, the first time we saw 73%, he thought, you know what, I'll have a go again, I'll get the chair again, and again, 60% dump right there back in 2022. Again, right now, pretty much it's not confirmed, but it basically is confirmed that Kevin Walsh will in fact be the next Fed chair. So honestly, who knows what's going to happen? But if we take a look at history, of course, I like to look at the statistics of what previously happened, and that's only the real way we can understand what will happen in the future. Unless you just want to shake that magic ball and have a look what it says, there's no real other way to guess what can happen apart from looking at previous events, what happened. And again, the same thing most likely will happen again. Does it coincide with the bear market, these new Fed chairs, the dates which we see them every 4 years? Does it coincide? Well, yeah, of course it does. Of course it coincides, because a cycle is 4 years and the new Fed chair is every 4 years. So it could be some kind of a coincidence. I don't just want to look at it from one angle. I want to look at it from all angles. And yes, it could be a coincidence that every 4 years there is a new Fed chair, again, 2026 May. However, it's almost too uncanny to ignore. If we take a look at this chart as well, guys, on the shorter term time frame, it's a daily chart, but I know in today's video we've been looking at the weekly. We can see these candlesticks right here are the USDT dominance. This orange line is the Bitcoin price, and each time the USD dominance has bounced from this level of the USDT dominance support, we can see the USD dominance has skyrocketed, and that coincided exactly with the Bitcoin price dumping right there. And once again, we are on this level of support and potentially could see a push towards the upside for the USDT dominance, leaving the Bitcoin price to tick back towards the downside. If we take a look at some of the leverage out there in the market, these short positions are growing daily by multi-millions, guys. Right now, we have around 5.19 billion of accumulated liquidations for the shorts. And up here, we have around 11.47 billion for the longs. That's down a couple billion since a couple of days ago. So definitely some people were liquidated in this dump right here, in this small dump right here, which we saw. It looks insignificant when we look at it on the weekly time frame. But when we go back to the hourly time frame, it looks a lot better, in my opinion, for why these positions were in fact dumped. And again, let's remove this chart right here because we can't in fact see anything. I'll do it after the video because we're almost over. If we take a look at the liquidation heat map right there, we can see that again, 80K is the upside target, around 73K is the downside target. In my opinion, I really thought we would wick above this 80K. It's very strange that we didn't. However, we are seemingly coming back towards the downside. And again, I think that in the next few days, we will see some kind of a retracement back towards the downside. And again, I don't think, I could be wrong, but I just don't think this has the legs to push up above 80K in my opinion. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Again, I am in my trade. Don't forget to go ahead and join Ubit if you did want to get those sign up bonuses. Of course, please remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy called Jack making videos about his journey in crypto. And if you're in the UK, USA, or UAE, please do not watch, engage, or click with any of my links in these videos. Thanks so much for watching. Get your comments down below if you've got a spare 4 seconds, and I'll catch you in the next one.